talking about a very important topic. And the question I have for you, what happens when there is a delay? I realize that what we do while we wait really matters. Have you ever noticed that some of God's greatest work happens in the waiting? Think about the butterfly, think about a tree that is growing and that will bring forth fruits. While I was preparing for our talk, I realized that really becoming is a journey. There's so many things to learn, to discover, to remind ourselves of. And that's why I'm here, to join you on that journey so you're not alone. So let me share this with you. As kingdom creatives, I want us to remember we are not shaped by our talent. We are not shaped by our work. We are not shaped by our skills. We are supposed to be shaped by God's blueprint, defined by God's blueprint, by according to His timing, His process, and listen, and according to His purpose. Understanding that we are working according to His process will take a lot of the frustration out of the process. This is what I have learned. Because what happens in the delay, we can fall into the trap of doing things our way, speeding up the process, forcing things to happen, and striving with people and things because you're trying to get out there, you're trying to get more sales, and all of a sudden that becomes more important. And due to circumstances in life, it could. But this is what I want to remind us of. Whenever we are doing our own thing during any time of delay, we are actually creating a substitute. Substitute as substandard to what God planned. I've learned this the hard way. You see in Exodus 32, that woke me up again this week. So Moses went up on the mountain to seek God, to seek direction, seek His direction for His people. And they thought that, He's taking too long. So they grew impatient, and instead of trusting God, they started to trust their skills. They created a golden calf. Here, they created. So they used their craft, their skills, and went about creating a golden calf. What you create is always less than the one who gave you the skills. Why would you trust in it? And I can ask that question having been in the arts for more than 30 years of my life. The Israelites substituted God's process for something that they could control. And they worked with the artists to create this process, to create this substitute. That's the thing I want to draw to your attention. That in the impatience, we can use the very gift God gave us to worship Him with, to glorify Him with, to create something that is a substitute, that is substandard. So, I'm not bashing, I'm not putting them down, because if we are honest, if we are not mindful that we are living a journey of creating for the honor and glory of God, then we can make the same error. And that is why many times you hear me say kingdom creatives, because I'm keeping in our consciousness God first. And according to KP, if you join us on It's Time to Reign Kingdom Creatives, she always says first things first. First things must be kept first. So if that is the case, we'll realize that we cannot substitute our purpose for popularity. Don't go everywhere and everything just because you want to be popular. Don't substitute it. Don't substitute the process. God is saying to wait. God is saying to become better in your behavior and your response, how you treat people, how you respond to learning. He's saying, wait, I want to form you a little bit more. You can't substitute that process. You can't substitute God's timing for our ambition. I've tried it and it does not work. You become frustrated. And sometimes you feel to give up. So, a delay is often not denial, but it's God preparing us in character and in purpose and in motives. So I want you to learn to trust God according to Philippians 1:6. He who began a good work in you will bring it to completion. Believe Him. So what do you do while waiting? Keep creating, keep growing in character and in person. Keep serving and keep becoming. Remember, God is preparing you not just for the now, but for the assignment that is ahead of you. So remember this. Delay is not the end of your story. It is simply God's workshop, God's studio for your becoming. Hey, until next time, keep creating, keep growing, and keep becoming.